Welcome back. It's Monday night here. It's obviously quite late. I'm up doing a bit of writing at the moment, just passing the time. Now, I wouldn't normally stay up this late on a Monday, but there is a special reason, and hopefully tonight, all being well, we're going to be joined by one of my good friends who has not been in the vlog yet. I was about to say he requires no introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. I'm trying not to give too much away at this point, but we lived together at university, we're in a band together, and he's definitely the best guitarist that I know. So some of you definitely know who I'm talking about. But yes, he's meant to be arriving late tonight, all being well. So I'm just passing the time, trying to do as much work as I can in that time. But yeah, I'm excited to see him. I actually haven't seen him since Christmas. And believe it or not, he actually came to visit in that period of time between Christmas and New Year when I didn't actually vlog at all. So that's why you've not seen him. But yes, exciting times. No, you're in a fairly unique situation because you'll be the only person who I haven't actually introduced myself in the vlog. You'll be the first person to actually come in and sit down and say, this is who I am. And why don't you come and sit next to me?
Oh.
Bring a cup of tea, you don't want to like, so who are you?
So we're already off to a not awkward start.
No, absolutely, yeah. But the thing is, it's like I say, I've not introduced anyone else who's ever been in it. So, who are you?
Again, so horrifically. I'll do the punchline I said yesterday where I'm your best friend that hates you and never visit.
Yeah, it's fair.
And vice versa. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Hate's a strong word.
I like that you can see yourself in the little thing either side of it.
Right, I'll do it then. This is Sam.
I assume that was assumed.
Was
No,
it
it's
assumed?
not.
I
No, it's
literally
not
haven't mentioned your name at all. Can you remember how we met?
No, yeah, film studies. We were waiting for Carl.
No, that's later on. We were waiting for Carl at certain points, but do you remember exactly how we met? Do you remember the point at which we became friends?
Was it the fruit pastels?
Yeah, it was, because...
I can never remember, because basically I remember me, you and Carl used to walk together. And then one day Carl didn't turn up and we were just like, should we just go? And we did.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was like the first film studies session. I thought that was like the first one we did. Carl didn't turn up to it, we just wandered there and then bought fruit pastels for the screening.
So the first one, I turned up and I didn't speak to anyone. And then there was a screening of a film. But I remember you said to me, if we're going to watch a film, we were at the back, back on the right-hand side. And you said, if we're going to watch a film, we can't do this without some sweets. And I was like, right, okay. So we went down to the grab and
Tradition is tradition.
Absolutely. But we started a tradition because what happened is I went out to pay for mine and you said, no, I'll get this one, you get the next one.
Yeah.
And thus we were locked into a friendship for the rest of our lives, you know.
It's like beer theory applied to other situations.
Yeah.
You're round. They're fruit pastels, mate.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
You're
But
round.
it literally, our friendship was started on a deficit of fruit pastels. That's what happened. And then eventually it became like,
Escalated to Tang-Fastics.
shall we move in together? Having said that...
I went to the Tang-Fastics and we moved in. No, it was
literally
a clearer progression than that, Jeff. It was not that extreme a jump. We went from fruit pastas to Tang-Fastics.
to living together.
Yeah. There was a couple of
several social steps missed there, but it did happen all the same. Have you heard of schemas? Have you heard of the way that your memory works, where you talk about certain things and it triggers memories from that time? Because it's like basically schemas are like, say for example, like I'm just going to very briefly explain this to you. If in your brain, if you think about the relationship between a traffic cone and a pumpkin that isn't seemingly one, but they are both the same colour.
Both sit on the floor.
Whereas there are... Yeah, that's fair. Now, traffic cones are obviously related to... What was the first thing I said? This is good.
They both sit on the floor, okay?
That's not the point, right. But oranges are related to traffic cones because of the colour, but oranges are also related to lemons because they're citrus fruit. So if I say something from first year that I remember, it might trigger something that you remember. So, do you remember...
Basically, it's a word association game.
Do you remember when people used to do karaoke at Morals?
Yes.
That was a thing. Did you ever do karaoke at Morals?
Yes.
Do you remember singing anything in particular?
I did Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I think I missed that. I don't think I went there. I remember doing a Kings of Leon song once. Do you remember what?
We also did... I did Fascination with Emma.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
That's the one people remember.
That rings a bell. I think I was there for that. I think I saw that. Do you remember what you used to cook all the time in first year? There was something... What torta? Yeah, that was quite a second year thing. There was something that you always used to do that I never actually had. In fact, there were two things. There were two things that went into legend with you, and other people at Brooks will back me up for this. There was two things one that I saw you cook, and one that you always talked about that you never made. Well, that I'm convinced you never made. The first one was you made like a seafood thing.
I did a seafood pie.
That's the one, and
Yeah.
I never had that. And I'm going to go on record and say that I really regret that because that sounded really good. But the second thing was you used to talk about your key lime pie.
I still make key lime pie.
But
every
you
now
never
and then.
made it for
I
any of
know.
us.
There's a reason for that. My family are very obsessed with the key lime pie. They love it, and it's like a unicorn.
So what you're basically saying is that the key lime pie you made for your family, and it was very good, and they held it in legend. Were you scared to make it for everyone else?
No. Right, so I deliberately don't make it that often. Because as soon as you make it every year, it becomes like a standard thing and no one cares. Like if there's...
But you didn't make it at all?
No, I didn't make it for uni people. In all fairness, we never had a good oven. That's the one thing I will say. You have to bake it, and it's like it doesn't have to bake evenly, and I just hated ovens.
We didn't have a gas one.
No, we had electric both times.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Oh no, we had a fan one in Dorset House.
Oh yeah, that was alright, yeah.
That was an okay oven, but the top of it was terrible, wasn't it? Because it was the ceramic thing.
Oh yeah.
Like Lizzie's got a gas top oven.
Oh, they're cool. Yeah.
Envy. So much envy. But the key lime
thing
pie
was kind of like one of those things where I did it in the summer when I got home.
Yeah.
Kind of
It is quite a summery dish, isn't it?
But it's like a unicorn now for my family because I just don't make... I've made like 3 in 10 years. But then when I do make one, they absolutely love it. But it's really great because every year they get massively wound up. Because I always go like, I should make a key lime pie this year just to antagonise them. And they all go absolutely crazy. It's like, yes! It's this great thing. And then I just kind of don't make one.
But it became one of those things. In fact, surely there's a moment in a TV show that's like this where every time you mention the key lime pie, I'm sure you're doing it to wind us up because you were just like, oh, everyone's had my key lime pie, right? And we're all just like, no, we've never had it. Oh man, it was...
I'm sure I made one at uni, but then again, maybe I didn't.
I think
you would have had it.
You were close to your flatmates in first year, weren't you, like I was? So I think you might have made it for them and not for us.
No, I don't
Because that was when you were doing the seafood pie thing a lot. I don't remember doing that when we lived together. I don't remember. We did a lot of pasta. We had a lot of eggs and hash browns. Yeah, that was a staple breakfast. That was
what was amazing, we used to have massive breakfasts so we could like skip lunch, and we just ended up going to get lunch at the grab and go anyway.
So
we ended up having like 8 hash browns, 4 eggs for breakfast, and then like a full meal deal.
When we used to do roasts and stuff, you had the Corn family object, didn't you?
The space pill.
Yeah.
They're really tasty.
They are.
The issue with them is they're not that tasty in the context of a roast.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you take the meat out, you're just not fussed about the gravy. There is nothing special about gravy.
Because onion gravy's okay. Like with cauldron sausages and stuff like that.
Well, I like French onion soup. Does that count?
No, because that's French onion soup.
Yeah, but it's basically onion gravy.
It depends how thick it is. Like, to be fair, there was a French onion dish that I did a while ago. It was like you use that as the sauce, and then you put something with it, and it was really tasty.
But it's like
French onion soup is good.
It is, but it's one of those things. We just secretly like cheese on toast. I'm sorry if I ever meet someone that says I really like rice, I'm not going to go for a beer with them. Rice is a vessel for other tastier things. You can smear curry on anything; it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
you can put curry on chips. You can put it on bread. You can have it in a bowl. You can put it on more curry.
Yeah,
great.
But not rice on rice.
Rice is just pointless. It's just a vessel for a greater ingredient.
Did you enjoy the rice that we had for dinner last night?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't have had it without the curry.
No, that's true.
But it's the same thing with gravy. I just don't see the point in it. Like if you like red veg, like broccoli. Infinitely nicer in cheese, broccoli cheese, even cauliflower nicer in cheese.
Yeah.
I actually quite like red cabbage. When my mum does like a stir fry red cabbage, it's fantastic. Carrots, even like ginger carrots, things like that. There's loads of sauces you can do for carrots that are great. Potatoes you can put in anything and people will love it. Yeah. Okay, you can do roast potato cheese bake. Why not? Just cover it in cheese sauce and bake it again. It's fantastic. You can cut small and make chips. But like,
what is going on?
Why just take all those things and put gravy on it? You had so many better options. But the corn roast really excels cold in a sandwich.
Really? Well, like slice?
I literally... No, you wrap it in a tortilla wrap. And then you just sort of hold it like that.
I know what we're having for dinner now. What do you usually go for at Nando's? Because that's known as a chicken place, but like, because I had a halloumi and portobello mushroom thing.
My famous story about Nando's is I went for the bean burger and it comes with a little flag that's green. It says beanie on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, how condescending is that?
But then you've got like
so I ordered the extra hot one to get the black and red flag.
Yeah.
They do halloumi burgers and stuff now, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I had a halloumi and portobello.
Oh yeah, they did the bit.
It was a wrap.
Portobello mushrooms are like underrated.
Yeah.
They are like the fleshiest,
Well, they don't
juiciest
really taste
thing.
like anything.
No, but you smother them in mando sauce. Who cares?
I've been able to handle spicier food since becoming pescatarian. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's something to do with the fact that, like meat, I think absorbs a lot of the spices and the sauce a lot better. So, like for example, I had it. I think I had the halloumi thing. I had it like with the lemon and herb. You know, like not even. It's above plainish, but like. I normally can't handle that.
That garlic can be rough on the next level.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, it's just sort of, but then by the end of it, I was putting the extra hot on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was taken aback.
It's always like quantity as well. Like I try some of those absolutely insane hot sauces.
Yeah, you are.
They're not designed for that. They're designed as like a flavour that you mix with. So what you could do is take ketchup and then put like a drop of ghost chili sauce in, and you end up with really nice chili ketchup.
Yeah.
And this is what they do with reggae sauce. That's got Scotch bonnets in it, but it's only like 2% Scotch bonnet. But as a result, you end up with a really nice, tangy, hot barbecue sort of sauce.
Yeah.
But like that's moderation. You wouldn't eat a whole Scotch bonnet.
Is that so? Like to go full circle on this, right? Is what is in your key lime pie?
What, Scotch bonnet? No. I only did the reason I didn't make it this year straight away is I only did an icebox lemon pie, and it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
The only difference is instead of baking it, you freeze it.
Oh.
So it's so it's condensed milk.
Yeah.
Because that's the base of the key lime pie. Sort of condensed milk mixed with flavourings, and then obviously you mix it with egg white. So it sets.
But you say obviously, I've never made one. I've never.
No, but it's like that. It just if you pour condensed milk into a tin, it's not going to do anything.
Sure.
So you have to mix it with something to make it set. Normally egg white.
Right.
That's what egg white does in baking.
Yeah.
I think. Not a scientist here, not a baker either, apparently. But the idea is it's a cake that sets. So it's sort of condensed milk base, and then you mix a flavouring in. So some people do other flavourings.
Sure.
Like lemon.
Yeah.
Orange maybe, I guess would work. Any citrus thing. And then you set it, but you can set it by baking it. Yeah. Because you're heating up the egg white. Or I think you can freeze it as well.
Right.
But he did it as like a frozen thing. I'm not sure how he did it. It was a similar idea though. It was based on condensed milk.
So do you think that's the future of the key lime pie then?
Well, I was thinking, I wonder if you could do like an icebox lime pie, and I guess you could do a key lemon. Well,
maybe you could do that and keep it from us forever.
Yeah, the new unicorn, the second unicorn.
Unbelievable.
And then when he starts, we just carry on.
Yeah, I mean, literally. This is the most bizarre scenario I think I've been in a long time. We are experiencing a power cut. Do you think it's a good thing, Sam?
No.
No. Why is it not a good thing? Because we can't make a cup of tea very easily. So we've got hot water on. We're not giving up. Absolutely not. Dad's decided to make coffee as an alternative.
It's like going back to the 70s when we used to have power cuts.
There you go. That's a very positive spin on it. You can't argue with that. It's a very odd scenario, but we will have a cup of tea out of it. You know, that's the nice way of looking at it. No idea when it's going to come back on, really. But
I like the idea that none of us checked for 3 hours. Anyone tried a light? No. It's been on for an hour.
It's both a blessing and a curse. Yeah, we'll learn to make tea. How do you describe it? The fun way.
Al dente.
Yeah, al dente.
Al
al forno means in an oven, doesn't it?
I thought it was outside.
Al fresco.
Al fresco.
Al fresco tea, but we are not outside. Obviously, we are in the kitchen.
Well,
yeah,
there's no power.
We might as well be outside. It's not exactly warm in here either. But
take a trip to go outdoors.
There you go. Look at that.
Nothing will come between Dave and his coffee.
No, or indeed us and our tea.
Yep. I like that you hadn't even thought to just put the tea bag in the boiling water. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Things are about to get very experimental. So why don't? All right. So what we can actually do is like turn that off now. Should we put a couple of tea bags in it? Yeah. Okay.
I think you need to salt bay it in.
Would you mind passing me a jug out of the top of the please?
Sure.
Right, what we do?
That one.
Now we do wooden spoon.
One. Oh no, that'll do. Thank you.
Remember, the secret of good tea: disturb the tea bag.
Easily, yeah.
Right. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
Yeah, let me just do that. Yeah, absolutely. Has anyone got a timer? I know. Everyone count to 60, and we'll take it in turns. That'll work, surely.
The only way it could be better is if we had loose tea in there, then we could sieve it out.
We could have done that. We should be making the most of this very strange scenario.
Is it too late? Just to like fish them out and put
Nah, I'll keep going now. We can always do it again.
Are these the 2-cup tea bags?
That's about 2 cups. They're 1 cup each.
Oh, okay.
So 5 minutes is about right, but
I told Dad about that.
Has it been about 30 seconds? Does anyone have any idea? I mean, that clock's got a battery.
It's been 40 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
I told Dad about 2-cup tea bags. He just went, I just call them tea bags. Apparently he knew. I was like, Dad, did you know Yorkshire Gold? They do like 2-cup tea bag. He went, oh, I just call them tea bags. Brilliant.
Well, let's just, we're brave pouring it from that into this here?
Yeah, no, just into that. Oh, this is going to burn my hands.
Okay. There you go.
What, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
And this nurse is how Sam did it.
In glorious HD. Look at that. Well done, mate.
Never spill a drop of tea.
No, it's part of the... And you've even kept the tea bags in there. That was expertly done.
Decanted the tea. Have you got some mugs?
I have indeed. So Sam had to shoot off this morning, unfortunately. He was only staying for a short amount of time, but it was really great to see him. Now, honestly, Sam is one of the best musicians I've ever met in my entire life. And over the last few days, we haven't really done anything musical. And that's not obviously a huge surprise to me because he is my friend first and foremost. So we do tend to spend time doing things that we actually enjoy doing in our spare time. So we went for a run, we ate lots of good food, we had lots of good conversations about things, and it was lovely to catch up with him and reminisce about certain things. We've been through a lot together. We lived together for 2 years, we played in lots of bands together. In fact, maybe I could put together some kind of like slideshow underneath this so you could see all the different times that we've played music together over the years. Wouldn't that be lovely? But he lives down south and it's quite hard to actually see each other because we're both so busy. So when we do get together, the priority number one is not always to get our guitars out and start coming up with some new material. Often it's actually just to catch up and find out what the other person's been doing in that time, because I get the odd WhatsApp message and things like that, but the nature of it is that we're both busy. And of course there was a bit of guitar playing and that was really fun, but really it was a break for both of us. But I suppose the greatest mystery is whether or not he'll ever make that key lime pie for us. Or whether the key lime pie even exists. Has he ever made a key lime pie? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching as always. I really hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. And I will see you next week.